Now that we've learned how to create content and how to add media to our content, let's look into organizing our content. This won't have any effect on your website, but this is just if you want to work more efficiently, then you can change the view of your databases so you can work a little bit better. So we're here in the default view, and by the way, this works for any of the databases. We're using the Post database as an example, and we can have here a filter, right? So you can add a filter. You can filter by title or by the aliases, by description. We can also sort, yeah. And what's really amazing is we are now in the default view. It's really amazing is that we can also create a new view, yeah. So another view, I'm going to call it, and this is a table like the default view, but it doesn't have to be. We can also choose board here. So let's choose board. It chooses the alias as a grouping mechanism, but that's actually not such a smart choice. Let's choose draft, right? So now I have two columns. In one column are all the posts that are in draft, and in another column are all the posts that are published, right? And if I want to be more efficient, I can choose this view here and just drag the posts back and forth. So depending if I want to publish them or not, you know, I can drag them here, and then they will automatically switch toggle over to either published or draft. Yeah. So that's one thing I can do. Let's have another view. I can also have a timeline or calendar if I have a date property, which we're going to enable for you later. So or I can also have a list, right? So just a list of all the content, of all the pieces of content, right? And I can then click here to edit. Yeah, if maybe you prefer that list view, or as a gallery, right? So I can also just have these cards as a sort of gallery, and then I can like click here new whenever I want to make a new post, right? So feel free to feel free to play around with it. It's a nice feature, I think. So if you want to organize your content in a different way, I just wanted to make you aware that it doesn't have to be this standard default view. Yeah, and you can also, like I said, you can say have a filter, draft. So for example, draft is checked, let's say. Yeah, then I can go through all the posts that are still in draft and edit them and get them ready to be published, for example, right? Or I can also say unchecked, right? And I see all the published ones. Reset, add another filter, slug, right? So slug contains, yeah, does not contain, starts with, end with, is empty, is not empty, right? So you're really there. You can do anything you like here with the filter, and the same also with the sort. Let's sort by title, right? So let's oops, what did I do there? I just clicked randomly. Slug contains, let's delete this filter. Sort by title. Sorry if I'm clicking a bit quickly. So title ascending, yes, that's what we want. Enter, right? And now it's sorted by title, right? So feel free to play around with it. It also has a search function here, so I can also search. If I have 100 posts in the end, then I can certainly search for what I need, right? So feel free to add filters, add sort, try out these different views, and just adjust it to whatever you like however you're comfortable working with. And the last thing I wanted to mention is here in this view, we see these databases. They're like in one line, but you can also click here, yeah, and you can say, let me remove myself. You can say turn into inline, and then you actually see all the pages in an inline view, right? Let me do the same thing for post, turn into inline, and there you go, right? So you see them. Maybe you prefer this view, right? then you don't have to go in every single time and just create a new post from here. And also, by the way, calculate. You can calculate, count all, right? So how many posts do we have? Oh, 5, right? You can, so you can count them here, and you can say percent checked, right? How many did we do we still have in draft? Oh, 16%. This one I accidentally created. Let's put that. By the way, if the title is empty, don't worry, we'll automatically default to draft. Yeah. So if you accidentally create a couple, no problem, just leave them in there. No need to worry. But I'm gonna delete this. And so if I click here, I can also calculate other things, other properties, right? So yeah, feel free to play around with the view, so you organize yourself, so you can just spend your time doing what you love in the best way possible, right? Thank you for watching.